Well, Ryan, Matt, gentlemen, congratulations. The two of you have made it past the first forging round in our Best in Damascus competition, which means that the two of you are going back to battle it out from your home forges for 4 days. Now, Ryan, because you impressed the judges most in the first round with your blade, you get the choice of one of these 3 blades to build against your competitor here. Now, we've got the hook sword, the KILIJ, and finally the Panabas. What are you thinking?
Let's go with the KILIJ.
The KILIJ, all right.
The KILIJ traces its origins back to the 15th century Ottoman Empire. This lightweight, sharp, curved blade was specifically designed to be wielded single-handedly, making it ideal for warriors on horseback to deliver deadly slashes upon enemy attackers. This formidable weapon was previously featured on Season 5 of Forged in Fire, where both smiths overcame complications with the length of the blade and the ornate longet. But ultimately, an extreme bend taken during the strength test cost one smith the competition.
Good luck. We will see you in 4 days.
Good luck. Hey, good luck, man. I'm Ryan Searles. I'm a 20-year-old artist and bladesmith from Thornton, Colorado. I've always loved to craft and build things with my hands, and when I found out I could play with fire and hammer steel, I mean, come on, what's not cooler than that?
I want to shoot for a braided mosaic Damascus.
Woo!
I'm going to stack up billet of about 28 layers, forge it out, chop it into tiles, and I'm able to create a braided mosaic. I got this sword forged out to where I want it to be, and I'm ready to go for the heat treat. Alrighty. If I don't get this blade hard, I could be out on this. Oh yeah, we got warp. There's a slight warp to the right, so I know I gotta put it between 2 2x4s and clamp it up. Otherwise, if I can't get that warp out now, it's gonna bite me in the butt later. Woo! That's pretty straight. I want to fit the longes and handle together. It has to be inlaid just so I can get a very tight and nice fit up. So it's time to get the blade into the acid and see this pattern pop. All right, moment of truth. Woo! Look at that. Woo-hoo! Yeah! We got a KILIJ. I brought my A game. Can't wait to see what Matt does, and can't wait to hopefully get that 10K. There we go.
My name is Matt Roberts. I'm 41 years old, and I've been making knives for about 20 years now. I've been practicing law now for about 14 years. My goal is to win the competition so I can have the bragging rights and, frankly, be insufferable to my friends, more so than I am already. I'm forging a coarse ladder pattern in this blade. The hardest part of this build is going to be forging the Damascus and making sure I have a very solid billet. This far into the process, if the blade fails, making another blade in the time remaining is frankly impossible. Yeah, we're good. I want to have more mass in the handle. I also want to be able to have a bigger, more contoured handle that would be more comfortable to the user. I have the handle rough shaped. There's some gapping between the handle and the guard. Try to fill these the best I can. I don't think any of the flaws are going to affect its functionality. They're just cosmetic and they're ugly. Got the handle done. That doesn't look half bad. I think overall it came out okay. I'll be looking forward to seeing the sword used. I think that'll be fun.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our dynamic keel test. Ryan, you're up first. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, Ryan, let's talk about your KILIJ sword here. First up, I appreciate the beauty of the Damascus pattern you have there. Also, what I like about this is that it's got that classic KILIJ look where you got parallel lines and then slowly curve up. That's what we like with a historical piece like this. Now your handle construction, everything is smooth, no sharp corners on that. Your edge is sharp. It almost got through all the way on the pig carcass and the Tommy mats. Overall, your weapon, it will kill.
Awesome.
Matt, your turn. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Matt, let's talk about your KILIJ. It's not quite the historic accurate KILIJ because you don't have those parallel lines. It immediately goes down into a curve. Your handle construction is also not the typical KILIJ look, but your edge is razor sharp. You've got a very nice balance to wield this weapon, and overall, your KILIJ will kill.
Thank you very much.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our dynamic strength and cutting test. I'm going to attempt to cut through these vines and smash these skulls. I'm not gonna go easy. I'm gonna have fun with these. And Ryan, you're up first. You ready to go?
Let's break some skulls.
Nice job, Ryan. Your edge is still very, very sharp.
Sweet.
No glinting or anything. Cut beautifully, and overall, tested very well. Good job.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, Matt. It's always more fun for the second guy, right?
I'm ready.
Well, I'm ready too. Let's go. All right, Matt, nice job.
Thank you.
I like the blade, I like the weight. The Damascus came out beautifully. You have the slightest bits of glinting. I mean, it's very minimal. Your handle, a little unorthodox, and right in this area, I wish it had rounded off a little bit more.
Right.
Because it's a little bit sharp right where my thumb sits on this part, but nothing's loose. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Well, gentlemen, you gave us two swords that performed outstanding in our tests. But at the end of the day, only one of you can leave here as a Fortune Fire champion, getting a check for $10,000. After discussion, our judges did make a final decision. Today's Fortune Fire champion is Ryan. Congratulations. Matt, you missed out by just a little bit, and Jay's going to tell you why.
Matt, you brought us a great sword and a great performer. You should be very proud of what you did. But you did have a little bit of glinting on the skulls during the strength test, and the handle has got some hot spots, and I could feel them when I'm swinging it. Big thing, though, is the historical accuracy. What you brought us is a little bit off from the traditional KILIJ, and that's why we're sending you home.
I understand.
Well, Matt, you brought us a beautiful blade that did perform extremely well, but unfortunately your time in this competition has ended. I'm going to have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
Congratulations, man. Great job.
Thanks, man.
The whole thing, it was fun. It was exciting. It was challenging. It was everything I was looking for.
Well, Ryan, congratulations. That makes you a Fortune Fire champion. You'll be receiving a check for $10,000, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Forged and Fire champion? What? Oh man, it feels good. I mean, Matt was an insane competitor. It feels good to make it through all the tests, and the 10 grand, hey, that's just a plus to me.